Okay, so, yeah, while we're waiting, we can talk to him, and we get the quest, Sleep Now in Sapphire, which, yay, Sapphire Weapon. He's a bit of a jobber in FF7. He shows up for a little bit, he busts Tifa out of prison, then just gets insta-killed by a cannon, and that's it of Sapphire Weapon, so I'm glad we get to see more of him here. Must be afraid we haven't much in the way of information to share from the front line. We have, however, received word that Gaius wishes to speak with you at the Alliance headquarters. I've arranged an escort to take you to the headquarters, so when you're ready to depart, speak with the fellow over there. Oh shit, there's gonna be an instance. Right, a solo instance. That's gonna take me out of queue, probably. Fuck. Yep, right ahead out. Talk with this person. Let's see. Good, you're here. The Ironworks have completed their analysis of the Ruby weapon, and Sid Garland wishes to share his findings. I take it you can spare a few moments. Very good. Please wait here while I inform him of your arrival. Alrighty. Glad you could make it. I'm sure you're as anxious as anyone to hear what we've uncovered. Yeah, so about that, the big lobster or whatnot people call him. Our early hypotheses were proven correct. The Garlands have designed a system whereby a pilot's consciousness can be forcibly supplanted with data based on the memories and experiences of another. So even a rank amateur could obtain the combat capabilities of a seasoned warrior. Precisely. We've learned how this was made possible when we opened the cockpit. The monitors were still operational, and among the messages displayed, one particular phrase caught my attention. Synthetic Aurosite System. Which is what exactly? Well, the core of the ultimate weapon was referred to as the Heart of Sabik by the Asians. We believe it to have been a type of Aurosite. Can't say much for the synthetic sort at this stage, but I've encountered a real Aurosite before. It was extremely potent, perhaps equal in power to the Heart of Sabik. It's unclear whether the Garlean's simulacrum possesses the same properties as genuine Aurosite, but I intend to follow this avenue of inquiry to see where it leads. So what we do know is that it was used to implant the combat data of Nell Van Darnus into the pilot, who has been presumed dead ever since before the calamity. Are you any closer to discovering how they were able to retrieve this data? The link didn't occur to Gaius at first, but he later told me the devices fitted to the Magitech armor of the Empire's high-ranking officers. There's a reason to believe they were designed to emulate the soul crystals used throughout Eorzea. Yes, that was rumored to be its true purpose, but it was never publicly acknowledged. Perhaps those in upper echelons of command wanted to avoid comparisons to the so-called savages they were meant to be conquering. There's also a question of whether the system even functions as intended. What you mean? From what we've seen, we can assume they were successful in gathering the combat data of those wearing armor equipped with the device. If the comparison with soul crystals is valid, perhaps this data was transferred via Aether. However, it seems that it extracted not only memories relating to combat, but the soldier's very essence. As you saw, the pilot succumbed entirely to the will of Van Darnus. Though this is merely supposition, it's possible that being fused with the Ruby weapon's core accelerated the process and caused the deceased legatus to manifest in corporeal form. Could it be that the death of the pilot was caused by the system malfunctioning? It's hard to say. The Ruby weapon itself was still largely intact when it deactivated, which strongly implies that it was the synthetic Aurosite running amok that killed her, rather than damage incurred during the battle. There's Gaius, yeah. This story made me sad when I did it, because it's old Gaius' family we have to kill. But even after our analysis, I'm afraid we don't have enough information for now. Perhaps we should consult with Gaius as our next plan of action. Alright, I guess we can chat with him. Hey Gaius. How's he feeling now? Valdolin has come bearing vital information. I traced the rude weapon's path back to the occupied territory of Wurlit, which appears to be where it was built. Where exactly is it? While Alamigo is placed on the western edge of Gimlet, Wurlit lies on the opposite side, to the east. It was once a proud and prosperous city until it was brought to its knees by the Imperial invaders. You seem rather well informed. Perhaps I should have taken you with me. I thought that much was common knowledge. It's also where Alphonse and the others were born. And now the weapon project has brought them home. Yes, the place is now rife with Imperials. They've established an airship supply depot at the coastal town of Turncliffe. According to the locals, something resembling one of the weapons was transported there a few days ago. This bodes ill indeed. Were it possible, I would attempt to capture Alphonse and his followers before they can launch an offensive. However, distance between here and Turncliffe presents a considerable obstacle. In all likelihood, their weapon will be ready long before we can arrive. Approaching by sea would allow us to save time by circumventing their ground-based troops, provided we were able to secure a vessel. Or you could use the Enterprise and take the most direct route of all. As the crow flies, and in fact, this is the perfect chance to put my top-secret plan into action. And might I ask what this entails? It wouldn't be much of a secret if I told you now, would it? What I can say is there is a starring role planned for you, Masumi. What is this? Why so surprised? You didn't think I'd let you get off that easily, did you? It'll be here soon, so don't go anywhere. Alright, what does Sid have planned? I'm excited to see this. Oh, here's the instance. Well, I think I'll cancel it for now. Yeah, it's been almost an hour. Let's just cancel that and just do this. I see Sid still delights in keeping others in suspense. I can only hope he does not make us wait over long. Yeah, let's go. Nathaniel Mann. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. So what is this Sid made? Is this like an Ultima weapon? Did he like make his own like fake one? Oh yeah, he did. Wow, okay. He actually did. Here it is, Masumi. I presented Garland Ironworks' adaptation of the Ultima Warrior, the G Warrior. I know elegant design when I see it. Excavated from one of their ruins, no doubt. Asius Law, to be precise. Oh, whoa, all the way up there. Jesus. We came across it during the course of our investigations and decided it would be a shame to let it go to waste. And you'll be taking this roof-fitted relic to face the enemy head-on, yes? Perhaps my knowledge in the Ultima weapon will be of use. I'm counting on it, as it happens. But first, we need to perform a test run in a simulator before throwing you into battle. Come, we haven't much time. Oh, do I get to ride this thing? Or, like, pilot it around? Okay, so the weapons quest is literally just like a mecha anime, pretty much. I get to ride in mechs. Oh yeah, wow. Holy shit, okay, what the fuck is... Alright, this is sick. Whoa, oh, I got all these buttons. So I'm gonna go take this thing to go fuck up Sapphire Weapon. That's cool. Alright, looks like this is the actual thing now. Are you sufficiently prepared? Yes, I am. We shall depart to Turncliffe at once. Let's go. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to fight Sapphire Weapon here. Oh, I'm excited to fight this thing. So it's not exactly a trial, but it is a cool mech showdown. This is sick. Is that Sapphire Weapon? Ooh, it is. Let me see him. Seems you're expecting us, but who's the pilot? Must be. We're almost there. You better have your wits about you. Let's see Sapphire Weapon. G Warrior, do the thing. Yeah. Initiate combat mode. Oh, this is sick. Now, get ready to strike. Time to fry this overgrown squid. So just all the cheesy lines. And save some for me, for research purposes, that is. Alright, let's check out Sapphire Weapon. How cool does he look in this game? Show me him. Ooh. I don't remember if that's what he looks like in the original. I don't think so. I need to get a close look at his face. Because he only really appears in some cutscenes. No, it's not quite Sapphire Weapon. Like, the face is different, looks like, but, like, the tail, pretty much the same. Yeah, it's not quite how he looks in the original game. I don't think he has, like, all these leaves on him. Can't afford to lose. It's all or nothing. This is the pilot. Activating over, so he's fucked himself up already. Hydrus combat sample ready. Oh, fuck. Hydrus, the dude from Heavensward? I'll be monitoring the situation from the air. Follow my instructions and eliminate the target. Alright, wow. Alright, Sapphire Weapon. Is he gonna have like a cool laser? He better. That's like the only thing he has in the original game. Oh, he's fucking massive. Let's do this. Alright, doesn't that... This is a vulnerability up, right? Yes, it is. Activate. Okay, I'll turn that off for now. Okay. This is cool. Yeah, again, as I said, I'm happy that he gave Sapphire Weapon some screen time. Because he needed the screen time. Ooh, shit. Where am I going? I was gonna do this. Side raise, probably just not stand beside him. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just do this, then what does that do again? Oh, all enemies in a straight line. Okay, that's an AoE, which I'm going to do right now. Let's try this out. Oh, that's sick. I'm going to turn that off though. Oh fuck! I got no MP. There. Nice. That was, yeah, that was cool. I'm just gonna get some, just do some normal quick damage in. Ow. Okay. Turn that off. Go. Yeah, this is a cool fight. I like the mech battle, I guess. Yeah, I'm glad I did this. Where the fuck is he? Oh, he's right there. Sapphire Ray. Assuming that's like a frontal thing. I'm just gonna do that just in case. Okay, yeah, it was. Just a front-facing AoE. Okay, it's almost dead as well. A few more hits. Yeah. Just do normal attacks for now. Okay, finish this thing off. Aw, you bitch, really? What was that? 0.7% health? And it goes underwater? Just come up quick so I can kill you. Come here, bitch. There we go. Nice. That was fun. But yeah, I'm glad they, I don't know, gave more screen time to Sapphire Weapon. Doesn't look quite how he did in the original game, but Sapphire Weapon is still Sapphire Weapon, and I'm happy he's here. He does look cool, though. A target has been silenced. Demonstrate never stood a chance. Sure. Now that the immediate threat has been dealt with, we should gather what information we can in Turncliffe. Ooh. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice place. Oh, there's a card player here. Probably with cards for the weapons, I'm going to assume. You did well to pilot the G-Warrior so adeptly in so short a time. With the weapon largely intact, Sidney's researchers should be able to gather a wealth of valuable information. Before it is dismantled, perhaps we should take one last look upon our fallen foe. Alright, Gaius. This is a good quest, though. It is doing good to flesh out Gaius' character a bit more. Learn more about his past, I guess. Oh shit. Exposition headache. I guess we're gonna learn what happened before we fought him. We should have known Father and his friends would track us down sooner or later. Now they're at our doorstep, and Sapphire Weapon still isn't ready. Even so, should still be able to fend them off, or at least buy us some time. Not quite how I'd imagine it, but it seems as good as any way to die. Seems as good a way to die as any. Rex, Recon, why are you still here? You're supposed to be moving the other weapons to a safe location. You could take care of that, while I pilot the Sapphire Weapon. Also, it wasn't him we fought. What are you talking about? I'm the pilot, not you. There's no need to put your life on the line. Besides, it's still incomplete. It can barely perform basic maneuvers, so it'll be practically useless in a real fight. We have a solution: Oversoul. You want to end up like Melisandre? No, of course not. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Then what? What are they doing? But she didn't give her life in vain. The ruby weapon left behind data that's been used to improve the system, to prevent any further malfunctions. What difference does that make? Once Oversoul is activated, the pilot fuses with the core. There'll be no way back. That's why I should be the one to pilot the Sapphire Weapon, not you, Rex. Alphonse needs you. You and I both know I'm the least qualified pilot we have. There's less to lose if I don't make it back. No, I won't let you. Please, Rex, hear me out. Ever since we were children, I was the smallest, the weakest, too afraid to stand up for myself. But I had the best brothers and sisters a boy could wish for. You were always there for me, protected me. Now it's my turn to protect you. Take the other weapons and get out of here. See this through to the end. Do it for me, for Melisandre. I'm counting on you, Rex. You always did have a stubborn streak. Alright, Recon, I won't let you down. Just promise you'll wait for me, on the other side. We'll meet again, brother. You all made me happier than I had any right to be, and now I've finally found my purpose. I have no regrets. So we're still killing Gaius's adopted kids, it looks like. Come on, Sapphire. We may be far from perfect, but we have a job to do. Let's give Father something to remember us by. I guess we're gonna tell Gaius about what happened. The Echo, I presume. What did it reveal to you? Recon, my poor boy, you are braver than most could ever hope to be. It's as we feared. I'm sorry, Gaius. First Melisandre, now Recon. We must find the remaining weapons and end this madness. If anything, this questline made me just feel sad for Gaius. I expected just cool cool Final Fantasy VII robots you fight, but it's much more, I don't know, darker than that, I guess. It's still cool robots you fight, but still. Let's talk with Valdolin, I think his name is pronounced. That's how I'm gonna call him. Tell me, what do you make of Gaius Balsar? I understand the two of you have been acquainted since his days as the Black Wolf. He claims to have shed his pelt when he took upon the hunt for Ascians, but he's still the same man deep down. He certainly kept quiet about having a flock of foster children back in the Empire, though. Seems he would rather bare his teeth to his former masters than allow harm to come to them. Yet try as I might, I cannot make sense of it. Does he truly fight for the good of mankind, as he would have us all believe, or is he merely biding his time before he reveals his true colors? Whatever the answer may be, in the end, he will always be a Garlean, and though he may be an honorable man, though there may be honorable men and women among them, I had suffered much more as a result of their conquests, barbaric campaigns in which Gaius Balsar played no small part. My first encounter with the Garleans was 20 years ago, shortly after the fall of Alamigo. They continued their march into the lands that had long been home to us Duskwights. We sought to repel the invaders, but we were woefully unprepared. Our bows and arrows were no match for their magitech. Even our most powerful magics did little to slow their advance. I fought on the front line, but was knocked unconscious in the opening exchange. When I came to, I was alone, the rest of my unit slaughtered. I hurried back to my village to look for my wife and daughter, only to find the place deserted. My search lasted for days, then weeks, then months, and it seemed they had disappeared without a trace. I finally learned from two Imperials held at Bittermill that the villages had been captured and used as test subjects for the poison gas that would later be known as Black Rose. They were never seen again. For 20 long years I roamed aimlessly with nothing but hatred to keep me alive. I eventually found myself at the Order of the Twin Adder, who offered me a place among their ranks. The desire for revenge was the only thing I had left, so without a moment's hesitation, I accepted. If it were not for the war with Garlemald, I would have been loath to work alongside the city-dwelling Gridanians, who for so long treated my kind as outcasts, but none of that mattered anymore. It all culminated with Operation Archon. As you led the charge into the Praetorium, we were right behind you. And when the place came crumbling down, most of us were caught in the rubble. I escaped with my life, though many others were less fortunate. Having dragged myself free of the rubble, I sought a way out. It was then that I encountered none other than Gaius Balsar, on the verge of death. The gods had delivered to me the man whose conquest had robbed me of everything. I was poised, ready to exact my revenge, and then he spoke. I will not beg for mercy, I only ask that you stay your hand a while longer. I cannot die until I rid the world of the Ascian menace. For millennia, mankind has danced to their tune, but no more. Then, once we are finally free, my life is yours for the taking. I would have struck him down there and then had I not sensed the truth in his words. So, I decided to grant him a stay of execution and join him on this hunt. All this time, I've kept close eyes on Gaius. Though he is ever on the watch for pursuers, he has granted me ample opportunity to slay him if I so choose, and I still might if he shows even the slightest sign of betraying our agreement. But for now, the Ascians are my chosen quarry, and they are indeed the ones pulling the Empire's strings. Or, if they are indeed the ones pulling the Empire's strings, it shall not end until they have been eradicated, every last one. Though I could not save my kin, there are those who may yet be spared the horrors of war. Unfortunately, dealing with the Ascians, we'll have to wait until we have brought an end to Garlemald's weapon project. If we may have vanquished two of the new weapons, we must make every effort to prepare for whatever the Garleans throw at us next. Perhaps Severa can tell us whether the Ironworks engineers have encountered any information of note. So there's two weapons left. I wonder I wonder how much is left of the quest line, though. Because there's still going to be Diamond and Emerald Weapon to fight, I'm assuming. Ironworks engineers are still at work dismantling Sapphire Weapon and investigating the Turncliffe Magitech facility. Though they have yet to make any of their yet to make their report, they have some news to share at this juncture. Please wait here a moment. Okay. We've yet to finish our investigation, but I can give you a preliminary report. Were you able to recover anything of note? Before abandoning the facility, they attempted to destroy anything they couldn't take with them, including many of their research materials. Luckily, some information relating to Sapphire Weapon's combat data was intact. Judging by what we saw of the battle, it was extracted from Regula Van Hydrus, correct? It also appears that Sapphire Weapon was actually in an incomplete state, and therefore unable to perform at its full capacity. Even so, it was immensely powerful. Had they been given the chance to finish it before we'd arrived, who knows what could have been, how it would have ended. Indeed, we may not be so fortunate next time, so we must prepare for the worst. The Ironworks will continue to investigate the Sapphire Weapon and look into possible countermeasures. The Echo afforded you a glimpse into the conversation between Rykon and Rex prior to Weapon's deployment. Do you remember any other details? What else? Let me think. Improvements were made to the synthetic Orocyte system to prevent malfunctions, and it was never their intent to create a manifestation of Nail Van Darnus. But there's one thing that was intended. Oversoul. Its activation results in the pilot being absorbed by the core, killing them in the process. Rex and Rykon were fully aware of this, were they not? Yes. Yeah? Yeah. Yes, they were. And the death of the pilot was by design all along. Alphonse, how could you? Sacrificing your own siblings to fuel these accursed war machines. Surely there is no cause, worth paying such a price. Aye, nothing is more precious than family. The nightmare is far from over. It appears that Rex has fled with the remaining weapons, and we can assume that Alphonse has every intention of sending them into battle. We must find a way to disable them before Oversoul can be activated. I've seen enough death. I do not wish to see any more. There's no time to waste. Let us be about it, Gaius. Severa, you're in charge here. Keep Sid and his team safe while they carry out the investigation. Understood. Please see no harm comes to Gaius. So I wonder if we're going to see more of what's to come. While we're gone, I need you to relay everything to the resistance troops. Your first-hand account should prove useful. If there's any developments, be sure to we'll be sure to contact you. Alright. Assume we'll probably have to turn the quest in now then. Yep, looks like it. Alright, let's go turn this in. Turn this in, then we can try again with the Nier raid. And again, if any of you guys are interested in joining me for the Nier raid, let me know. I can open up a PF and you guys can come in. You guys can join. Well, it should speed queue time up a little bit. Welcome back. Sounds you've been quite the journey, all the way to Turncliffe. And by judging the fact you made it here in one piece, I trust everything went according to plan. What an astonishing account. I wouldn't mind putting that G-Warrior through its paces myself. Certainly a lot more stimulating than supervising this rabble, I'd imagine. Anyway, as before, I'll compile the information to a report and leave it over there for your per usual. Should you feel so inclined, if we hear anything from headquarters, we're sure to pass it on. Ooh, Sapphire Weapon bust for tabletop. Well, I don't have a house, so that's going in the retainer inventory for the foreseeable future. Cutscene. Alright, so we are going to get to see what's next. 7th Legion. Right, I forgot the 7th Legion, because the weapons, FF7, 7th Legion. It all makes sense. So what next? Okay, did they really need to do add sweat textures? I have come to deliver my report, Lord Valens. I'll say Valens. Okay, I guess they really need to do a sweat texture. Ah, so you returned, young Alfred, or was it Alwick? Not that it really matters, of course. I hear that you and your darling brothers and sisters have allowed the Sapphire Weapon to fall into the hands of the enemy. Do tell me this isn't so. You hate this dude? I'm afraid that is the case, Lord Valens. Oh, come now. No need to be so sullen. As they say, to err is human, to forgive divine. And you, for knowing how forgiving I can be, when it suits me. Is this guy just like a gym bro or something? So tell me, whatever your name is, who was able to best the Sapphire Weapon? Our sources state the one known as the Warrior of Light was assisted by Sid Garland and Gaius Van Baelsar, my lord. The finger tapping. Gaius. Yes, it seems he's been quite the troublemaker of late, defecting from Garlemald, assassinating the Emperor. Whatever next? Oh well, there's no use crying over spilt milk. Speaking of which, I've become quite the connoisseur since arriving in Werlet. His particular variety comes from a rare breed of cow, you know. Only 100 of them in existence, and pampered every day of their lives. Yes, they were quite valuable, until their milk dries up, that is. When it does, they are sent to the slaughterhouse like all the rest. For that is their lot in life. To be discarded once they have served their purpose. I did create the ruby and sapphire weapons so that you could deliver them gift wrapped to their enemy. I can see it now. Sid Nan Garland rubbing his hands with glee at the technological marvels we bestowed upon him. And you let Gaius Van Baelsar, of all people, get the better of you. How do you think this reflects on me, the legatus of the 7th Legion, humiliated by that traitor? Humiliated, I say. There's only one way to deal with worthless provincial filth like you. Wait for me in the correction chamber. You need to be taught a lesson in obedience. Yes, my lord. Okay, so there's more to this than... more of this than I expected going on. Forgive my intrusion, Lord Valens. It is time for your meeting with the head of Magitech Development. Oh, time flies when you're whipping useless soldiers into shape. Yes, I'll be there. I'll be along once I've made myself presentable. I can't have people thinking I've let my standards slip, now can I? So who is this guy? It's just some Elizin who gets mad. Is that his suit? That his armor suit? I mean, it looks cool. No, it's her. What are you doing here? You wish to see me, Lord Valens. Did I now? Ah, yes, that's right. So you're ally, yes? And you joined the military of your own free will, along with your fellow orphans. Such devotion, what an inspiration you are. You see, it is my firm belief that love grants us the power to move mountains, to overcome any obstacle. Together, we shall discover the strength that lies within you. Take my hand, child. I will show you the way. So we probably might be having to kill her next. I hope not. I hope it's like there's a legit way to save Gaius's adopted kids. Blood of Emerald. Well, judging by the name, that looks like Emerald Weapon is up next. So, yay! Are we gonna fight him underwater? I wonder, like in the original game. And I wonder if they're gonna have. I wonder what references they're gonna have to him. It'll be cool. It'll be cool to fight him. I think next patch 5.4 is that fight. So once they finish the MSQ for 5.4, we'll probably do Emerald Weapon next, and then the extreme version if I got the time. So there's that to look forward to.